Hey, we've got some music on this podcast. Second episode, and everyone think we're professionals.
Yeah.
So I think we've got a bit of a bug. We were going to do one at the weekend, but we've had quite a lot of positive feedback, a lot of good comments, which is nice. So thanks for that. Obviously, we're still learning, and I did a bit of research before we even started the first podcast when I got the headphones. Researching something like, do we need to have headphones for a podcast? And yeah, the purpose is that you plug them in and you can hear each other talking, you can hear the audio better.
Which we didn't do.
Because numpty here plugged it into the laptop and then didn't even click on. And then when I got back with Monty on my walk yesterday afternoon, I'm like, you idiot. You know, you should have plugged it into the microphone. Then I realised there were a port for the cable to plug into the microphone. So we're trialling that, and it sounds a bit echoey.
It sounds weird, yeah.
Hearing your own voice in your ears, but no, it's good. So yeah, as I said, thanks for the support so far.
Yeah,
I've had quite a few messages, and you had one drop in your inbox.
Some lovely messages.
Yeah.
Some tips. Any more is welcome.
So yeah, I want to say thanks to Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is an old school friend and a long-term friend of yours anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of mine as well. Yeah, wanting to know more about the wedding, really.
Yes, well, the wedding she mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, so we thought, well, it kind of like we're in the pipeline, but we've brought it forward because there's a want for it. So why not go ahead and talk about it? So I think really, obviously, it starts off for me. Obviously,
it does.
Been the man. So I think we may as well go back to the beginning of getting the ring and obviously the big day itself.
Okay.
So I never had intentions of getting a ring when I got a ring. I think we've had this discussion before, but I don't know if you remember.
I know.
No. So somebody posted on Facebook that Mercedes have got a pop-up shop in Meadowhall.
Oh, typical.
And inside it was the Formula 1 car. So I went to Meadowhall on hunt for this pop-up shop, and could I hell find it? And then I found myself just
walking. You found yourself in a jeweller's.
I found myself in a jeweller's. I thought,
like you do.
Well, if I'm here, I may as well get something out of it. So yeah, I went into a jeweller's and looked at engagement rings, and I found one straight away. Literally put my hand on it and like, yeah, I think that one's the one for Chloe. And then obviously I got the ring well before I proposed. So then I had to get the idea of how I was going to propose. We're not the kind of people, which is quite ironic that we've got a podcast, but we're not the people that are kind of like centre of attention.
No.
So it would never have been a case of
in public or
in public, you know, like going out for a meal and getting down on one knee. Absolutely not.
No.
I'd have died.
I would.
I seen an advert on the internet, and it was just like a comic book, and you could tell your own story.
Yeah.
So that's where I got the idea for the proposal. I put all my thoughts, all the adventures, all the stuff that we'd done into this comic book, and then on the final page it asked you to marry me. So we'd only been in the house a week.
Yeah, we had, yeah.
We've been in the house a week, and it was our
getting
our anniversary.
Yeah.
So obviously we just exchanged gifts. And
obviously mine wasn't as good.
No, it was the Lewis Hamilton helmet.
Is that what it was?
List of previous helmets it won in title years.
Yeah.
Had in title years, sorry. But yeah, obviously I give you the book and you're just reading through it, and I'm thinking, what page is show?
Hurry up.
Reading through it.
Hurry up.
And then I just hear this massive scream. I'm like, but obviously then I got the ring out, and I don't think I actually said the words.
No, you didn't.
I don't think I actually said the words.
I don't think you did. No. And then I think I asked you if you were joking.
as you do, yeah.
I think it was shock.
Yeah, I'm just tying my shoelaces. I'm just going to have my tying my shoelaces.
I think shock and setting.
So yeah, that's kind of like how that came about. And then I remember, obviously you told your mum and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then your Callum came with McDonald's.
He did, yeah, McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah, we got no garden, because like I said,
No.
we've been moved in a week. We got 6 patio slabs, and the rest of it was just soil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all that I remember really from that day, in the morning. But then we thought we'd go celebrate.
Yeah. We were meant to go back to Leeds, weren't we?
We were,
Leeds,
but then we got to the train station, and there were a train strike.
Yeah.
So we walked all the way back home, and then we ended up just going to Ash.
Yeah.
Just going to Ash's local pub to celebrate.
You never did, yeah.
And yeah, I suppose that's how that came out. And then, obviously, then you plan a wedding.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about plans? Because you did a hell of a lot more planning than I did.
Oh, I did, yeah, but I don't know if I can remember it all. The venue wasn't us that found it.
No.
It was your mum.
It was Mum.
So I'd been to a lot of wedding venues, and just none of them. I'm a bit of a carpet snob.
Yeah.
It was the carpets. Every time I walked in, I'm like, that carpet's Wetherspoons. That's put me off instantly. And a bit of a loose end, being to loads local, but we wanted to be fairly local.
Yeah.
Family and friends and that travel. And then your mum sent us a link to Houghton Pagnell.
It was the Cold Stables and Archers, though, weren't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
See, I knew Houghton Pagnell was there, the hall was there, but when she said something about it, I'm like, I don't even know where it is.
I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
And then we looked it up, didn't we, and booked a viewing. It were you that fell in love with it first.
I
You
did,
were
so
the one that won.
I went to a couple of the wedding venues. Excuse me. I didn't go to all of them because I was working weekends and whatnot, so I couldn't go. But I do remember I was quite a bit of a pain in the ass because it just didn't fit.
Yeah.
When I got there, it didn't fit, and then I remember like some of them where my mum and your mum came, they're like, just try this, just try. Like, yep, I don't see it, so what's the point in wasting more time? Just we'll just go.
You know when you find it.
Yeah, you do, and obviously at Houghton Pagnell, bang. I wanted to book it there and then, and well, I said to that in the car, like, let's book it.
Yeah.
It just had that quirky vibe. We both like York.
Yeah.
And
Manchester, and it's got that.
It had that little theming of like a little bit of a castle.
Yeah.
Oldie worldy stuff.
You like the summer house, it reminded you of Harry Potter.
It did. Which today actually I've just booked to go to the Harry Potter studios with somebody at work. That just randomly, it did randomly come about. He just walked into the office and like, I've got 9 days holiday left to use. And I don't even know how we came about Harry Potter. He's like, oh, I want to go to the studio. I'm like, I do. I've got 1 day left. Let's book it. We did. But I didn't get a telling off for booking it, which... But yeah, we're going off on a bit of a tangent.
You've gone off on a bit of a tangent.
So yeah, we fell in love with it there and then. Like I said, we arranged a viewing with Nick, the wedding coordinator. And he took us round the venue one weekend, telling us all the ins and outs of it, how it came about, everything in it. It was just breathtaking, really. Just walk around and like.
It was stunning.
Yeah, we like I say, we both fell in love with it really, really quickly, and then it was like any excuse to go back.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Every wedding fair.
Yeah,
every evening that they did. Let's go. And
that's how we got most of our suppliers, really.
Yeah, most of them come from wedding fairs.
At Houghton
Pagnell. The photographer was your pick.
Yes.
You loved her.
Absolutely.
She were at Houghton Pagnell wedding fair.
Yep. The band.
Band were at Houghton Pagnell.
They were playing in the barn. Yeah. So they came from there. I think.
They were the biggest tool suppliers, really.
Well, the caterers. So we didn't have to choose a catering company because
they did. Before
we got married, the caterers that was at the venue at the time, they kind of like got a partnership together. Yeah. So we were like.
They sort of got the contract for Houghton Pagnell, didn't they? So
yeah. So basically, whatever they charged, we had to pay.
Yeah.
We couldn't really outsource it to somebody else that might have been cheaper, but I mean, it was nice meal.
Beautiful.
I mean, I think most people that listen know that I'm a bit of a fatty eater.
Oh, a bit is an understatement.
So we didn't really give people the choice of what they were going to eat for the main. It was more just a beef dinner.
Beef dinner.
You know, there's no
option if needed.
Exactly. And it was just across the board. There were no I need this, I need that. It was just beef dinner. Everyone likes a beef dinner, so it just saved
a lot of
hassle. Yeah.
And a lot of when people can't remember what they've ordered.
Yeah.
And then you end up with a spare chicken.
Yeah.
And you're like, where does this chicken come from?
I've paid for it. Someone has eaten it.
Yeah.
What am I going to say next? And then his evening food. We went for something just simple, really, didn't we?
It was street food. Is it called street food?
Yeah,
street
more
food.
like street food. I think we had like fish and
We had
chips.
fish and chips, mini burgers.
Stack of burgers.
And then some kind of chorizo like stew thing in a little pot. I never ate anything at our night do.
What? Where did I've got onion bhaji made? Have we been to another wedding that I've done onion bhaji?
Yeah, we didn't have onion bhajis.
I've got onion bhaji made. But no, it was nice, and I didn't really have much to eat of it either. But then again, I was kind of full from my dinner.
Yeah. It got eaten though.
Yeah, it got eaten, all of it.
Everybody said it was lovely. You want to sit down, mate? Come on. Sit down.
So obviously, we spoke in the last podcast that we had Chitty Bang Bang as car at the wedding. So I got a ride when I got to the wedding to like enter the halls of the grounds of Hutton Pagnell, but I didn't really have travel to get to Hutton Pagnell.
Yeah.
And there's a local garage in Wunwell, Triple M. He's got some really nice cars in there. He's always got some really nice prestige cars. And this particular time, before I got married, he had a Ford Mustang in.
Your favourite?
And I'd love a Ford Mustang if only it was, feasible to fuel it up every 10 miles and tax it.
And put a dog in boat with it.
Yeah, and it got one on the forecourt. And I cheekily sent him a message, you don't ask, you don't get.
I think you had a skinful as well at the time.
I might have had a couple of drinks, or so full of more confidence.
Yeah.
And I just dropped him a message. What's chances of you taking me to the wedding venue in the Ford Mustang? I said, if I got enough money, I'd buy it, because I absolutely love it. And he agreed to do it. I'm like, how much money? He's like, no, you live locally, I'll do it free of charge. Just, give me a shout out, give me some advertising sometime. Oh, fair enough. So he came up and picked me up on my wedding day, and I was that worried about it, because it was like there were no written contracts. I was like, is it actually going to happen? Is it going to come and pick me up? And it was that bad. I forgot the bloody wedding rings.
You did. Yeah.
Well, I say I did. The best man were here as well.
We both forgot the wedding rings. Both of you.
Yeah, I really I remember going to see the registrars before you get married.
Yeah.
And they're asking me questions, obviously making sure that everything's legit. And she's asking me questions, and then I just like zoned out, and I just like froze in time in my face. She's like, "What's up?" I'm like, "I ain't got the rings." What? I ain't got rings. She's joking. I'm like, "No, I really haven't got the rings." She's like, "Is anybody in at home?" I'm like, "No, I'm here. Chloe's upstairs."
Yeah,
everyone's at home.
Everyone's here.
She's like, "Can you get back?" I'm like, "No." So what ended up happening, obviously they came and told you.
The girl came upstairs and asked to speak to my mum, and she just got this look on her face, and I'm like, what's the matter? She went, no, it's okay, I'll just speak to your mum. And I'm like, no, what's the matter? She's like, well, you see, he's forgot the rings. And I'm like, does that mean we can't get married? Oh my God, what does that mean? She went, don't worry, it's fine, we've got a plan B. I'm like, we always have a plan B.
For these little idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ended up borrowing somebody's ring that worked there. I can't remember his name.
I can't think it works there, but I
It
can't
did.
remember what it was called.
I can't remember, but it fit. And then obviously you used
My engagement ring.
engagement ring.
You idiot.
Yeah, and then obviously the day after, when we got the rings, your dad videoed it as putting
He did, yeah, in garden.
officially married.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously.
And not many guests knew, and I bet they were thinking, why are they laughing so much?
Well, yeah, maybe.
Throughout the whole ceremony, we were just laughing because we knew what were coming.
But I also, how could we not laugh? the registrar.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the wedding were about. I don't know if it was about me and you or her.
Yeah, absolutely.
She was the most theatrical.
She were. I just.
What do you call it? Registrar.
I couldn't keep a straight face throughout.
What did your mum say? The dear beloved.
It was Lara, photographer, that said it reminded her of someone off a film when they go, "Dearly beloved."
Yeah, I can't remember what it is, but your mum's quoted it as well. But she wore. That's why it were hard to keep a straight face.
It were hard to keep a straight face.
And then we had two combined harvests go past window.
Yeah. And Lara stood in corner laughing.
The music. So I actually remember like your walking song, your aisle song. I remember saying to you, actually, it's not my choice, it's your choice. Whatever you want is up to you. But I do remember playing this song to you that I'd heard on Radio 1 that had been on Love Island that year, and I thought it were going to go pretty big, but it didn't for some reason. And I said to you, look, just listen to this song, and I think instantly you
I loved it.
fell in love with it. Yeah, I mean, sometimes when I listen to it now, it gives me goosebumps.
Oh, it does me. It makes me well up.
Yeah, just.
That was the only time I got nervous.
Really?
When I heard the music. That was the only part of the morning that I was nervous.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't really hear much from her now, though. I think she had like 2-3 songs.
She's sort of changed her sort of vibe, hasn't she? She's a bit more Avril Lavigne now than she was.
I've not really heard any music then, if there's any about, but yeah, Maisie Peters feels like this. It's. I mean, I think people in the venue as well that were there like, what's this?
Yeah.
Never heard this before.
It weren't one that you would know.
No, unless you knew.
Or a common wedding song.
But I mean, me personally, I did want something like that. I don't know about how you felt, but
yeah,
I thought it was quite unique.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Different.
And I've never been to a wedding since that's used it, or I've not heard it on like socials on people's wedding videos.
And I think it is that kind of song.
Yeah. I
think it's perfect for that setting.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And I am surprised that more people haven't generally used it.
Yeah.
So obviously for his first dance, we had the option of the band playing our his first dance. And I remember sitting in garden one summer and thinking about it. And it just come to me, the Rembrandts, I'll Be There For You. You've been a massive Friends fan.
Yeah.
And it's just like the opening lyric, and I think it was the opening line to my speech as well is, nobody told me life was going to be this way. I mean, I never foresaw the life that we got or what we did do when we were at school.
When you think back in maths class, you never thought I'll be married to her one day.
No,
I didn't.
Not at all. When you draw me maps of 219,
I never thought, do you know what? I'm going to marry Cragg one day.
Yeah, it was just, like I say, it for me it just had to be a must.
Yeah.
And obviously when I told you about it, you're like, yeah, because we're not really the sopping lovey.
No, a ball like a proper ballad would have been.
No.
It's awkward enough as it is.
Yeah.
It was the longest 2 minutes of my whole life. I was itching for people to join.
Yeah, I'm like, come on. Save us, help us out.
We've done the same twirl for the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, somebody else come and do a twirl with me. And then at the end of the night, obviously the band played 2 45-minute sets.
Yeah.
And then
bit of music in between.
Yeah, and then there were a DJ set at the end. And it's not your normal closing song or I suppose a wedding. But I'd gone up and asked the band for the DJ, for Jerry Cinnamon Canter.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
And I think the only reason I chose that is, again, lyric wise, this is the beginning of the rest of your life. And it kind of played out the way I'd envisioned it in my head. Look, everybody's in this big circle on the dance floor. Yeah. Everyone's like linking arms and people that know the song, getting really involved and upbeating it. And it was just like the perfect ending to the perfect day. That just happened exactly how I envisioned it in my head, and it couldn't have been better.
Couldn't, no, it was lovely.
So obviously during the day, obviously you got your speeches and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest shock really was from Wayne.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I remember the morning me and Alex woke up and we were our bedroom, the one that we stayed in, we were top of stairs, And we'd come out of the room to go downstairs, and we could hear Wayne and Nick talking, and they were giving him tips and that, and I'm like, oh bless him, that's very sweet. And then he got up and did his speech, and I think my jaw hit the floor.
Yeah, like, who's this? I mean, obviously I've grown up with Wayne, and no disrespect to him, but he doesn't really finish a sentence. It's and thing and this and thing and this, and then when he got up and started speaking, I'm thinking,
it was like he did elocution lessons.
I've known you for 27 years and I've never heard you speak like that.
He absolutely smashed it. It was brilliant.
He did. And obviously, yeah, Wayne, he was my best man. I didn't have one of my friends growing up to be my best man. Obviously, Wayne's my stepdad.
You always wanted Wayne,
I did. I mean, he's been there from, I don't know, months old. He's brought me up to be his own. He's treated me like one of his own, and I just think that is the only way I could have really paid him back
by asking him. A lovely thing.
By asking him to be best man. I mean, I actually remember asking him, and he got a bit tail Phil.
He did. And you got him on cufflinks as well.
Yeah, we were best man on the cufflinks. Yeah. But yeah, that's the only way I could think of paying him back really for everything he's really done.
27 years.
Well, I was relatively quiet, so I wasn't that bad. But yeah, I think that's everything in terms of the wedding.
Pretty much, yeah. Obviously, everything else were your standard wedding day. Photo booth was a success.
Yes.
That went off well. Some great pictures come back of that. From that, everyone seemed to get into it, and it was absolutely boiling hot.
Oh, well, yeah, it was the hottest day of the year, wasn't it?
It was ridiculous.
8th of September.
And Kendall, bless her, when she was singing, I was like, she's burning. Somebody put some cream on. She's ginger. Someone put some cream on that girl.
Sat in the middle of something, singing away in this black dress.
Yeah, she was beautiful though. She sounded beautiful.
But yeah, it was a really good day. Obviously, everything we've been through with COVID, the stress of having to move everything. We'd say it were stressful, but
it were.
I mean, we got like the same 4 or 5 suppliers, but it was just making sure that they're available.
Yeah. On
the same day, constantly. Like, we're changing to this date now. Can you do it? Yeah. We're changing this day now because obviously government's saying
we've got to. It was just
well, like you think you've got your plans in place, and then Boris Johnson come back on telling us like, no, you are in lockdown again. It's like, fuck off, Boris.
You used to hate him when he come on television.
Yeah, he's like, oh, no bad news is coming.
Getting married this month?
No.
Push that one back a bit longer?
Yeah. But, I mean, I dread to think anybody that's getting married there now.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beautiful venue, but
unreal,
I would...
Prices as well.
Yes. I dread to think how much it costs.
I think we sort of got married before it really
before the
took
hype.
off.
Yeah, we were like
at that point they were only doing like a wedding every fortnight.
Yeah.
When we first booked it.
We were like one of the first people to sign up effectively to get married there. And then I think it was about a year later they held that Valentine's night.
It was good that.
Yeah, met some friends here.
Yeah.
And there was that bloke in lobby, that tall bald bloke.
People you followed to toilet?
Yeah. Yeah, that one. I'm like,
stalker.
I'm sure that's Ryan Cresswell. Oh, it was Ryan Cresswell. I'm like, you used to play for Rotherham, Ryan Cresswell. He went to my Auntie Shell's 40th birthday, I'm sure that's him. So yeah, I went to the toilet. When he went to the toilet, I'm like, hey, are you Ryan Cresswell? Yeah. I'm like, oh, you know my auntie,
Poor fellow was just trying to get toilet and he ends up with you stood outside and chewing his ear off.
Well, yeah, I would have it with him. And then there was that couple from Donny as well.
They were Naomi.
Yeah, they kind of like stuck with them most of the night then, didn't we?
Yeah.
Good laugh.
It was a good night. We tasted the wine. I should have said I tasted all of the wine.
Yeah, well, I'm not a wino. Not at all.
It was, yeah. Drank a lot of it. I had to just check it was alright for a wedding.
Oh, Claudio. Yeah, Claudio was the wine expert.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Claudio,
I forgot that's what it was called, didn't it?
Yeah, I didn't really meet much of him. Didn't really see him that much. But yeah, I think that's the top and bottom of it, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
else really to tag on to that? Other than how we ending this podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'll edit this bit out, like, but
I think we've said all
yeah.
pretty much.
So
I think there's what else to say. So.
yeah, that's a little insight to our wedding for those that are interested, i.e. Sam.
That one's for you.
That was for you. A special just for Sam. Yeah, I think we're getting into the swing of this a little bit as well.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, definitely got the bug for it, enjoying it, and the comments make it better as well.
Yeah, it's nice to see that people are interested.
And I was thinking earlier as well, obviously, doing something like this, you expose yourself and you open yourself up to potentially a lot of negativity. You know, if you're not somebody's cup of tea, they're going to let you know you're not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Which, so I think we're quite brave in that aspect, but no, the comments that we've got so far is been positive, upbeat, and yeah, really good. So
yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for that. It means a lot. Yeah, it does, and it just helps us to keep going, I suppose. And if
there's a new hobby.
There's a new hobby that took us 2 days to get back into it because you were like, whoa, we want to do another one. So yeah, I mean, we have got ideas of what we want to talk about on his upcoming podcast, but if you like Sam and you've got some other ideas and you want to let us know, then please do. And yeah, we'll try and have a go at talking about it. But I think before we go, what's left to say is what we've had for his tea. Because people at work will be itching what we've had for his tea. So tonight we've had
microwave meal.
No, put it in oven.
Oh, in oven. I do apologise.
Yeah, put it in oven. All right.
Chicken and bacon.
Pasta bake. And some garlic bread. Garlic bread. Yeah, so that's what we're for tea tonight. What's for tea tomorrow night? Do you know?
No idea.
Oh, there we go. That's what we're saying at one. No idea. So yeah, thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a blast. So we'll see you in a little while.
See you next time.
Oh, she said it straight away this time. I didn't even have to get anything out of her. Bye.
Bye.